Welcome to today's journey, where we dive deep into the soul's greatest trials. We all face challenges, but some of them are more than just obstacles. They are tests that shape our very essence. In this video, we'll explore 3 important spiritual tests that you need to pass on your path to self-discovery and inner peace. From letting go of what no longer serves you, to mastering patience and holding on to unwavering faith through life's storms, these tests are crucial steps on your spiritual quest. So if you're ready to unlock the wisdom and growth these trials bring, keep watching and let's walk this path together. The test of letting go. The test of letting go is one of the most profound and challenging spiritual trials you will face on your journey of self-discovery. At its core, this test asks you to detach from attachments, whether to people, possessions, ideas, or even the past. It's about recognizing that true peace and spiritual growth come not from clinging to things, but from surrendering control and allowing life to unfold as it's meant to. But what does it mean to truly let go? And why is it so essential on your spiritual path? Attachment. The root of suffering. Attachment is a natural part of being human. We form bonds with people, accumulate material possessions, and build identities around certain beliefs or ideas. These attachments can bring us comfort and a sense of security. However, the very things we cling to often become the source of our suffering. We get so attached to outcomes, relationships, and possessions that we start to believe we cannot live without them. This belief creates a false sense of control and stability, making us anxious and fearful when these attachments are threatened or lost. In Buddhism, attachment is seen as one of the root causes of suffering. The Buddha taught that suffering arises when we crave or resist the impermanent nature of life. Everything changes, and nothing stays the same forever. If we hold on too tightly, we set ourselves up for pain when those attachments inevitably change or dissolve. Letting go, then, becomes a way to release the grip of suffering and open ourselves up to the fluid, ever-changing nature of life. The metaphor of the tree. Imagine your life as a tree. As you grow, you accumulate leaves. These represent your attachments. The leaves bring beauty, shade, and life to the tree. They are important, but they are not the core of your being. The trunk of the tree is your essence, your soul, your connection to the universe. The leaves are temporary. They are the people, things, ideas, and experiences that you become attached to along the way. They give your life color and meaning, but they are not the source of your true self. As the tree matures, it may experience moments when the universe shakes it, causing some leaves to fall. This is not a punishment, but an opportunity for renewal. The leaves fall away to make room for new growth, new experiences, and new ways of seeing the world. But the question is, how do you respond when those leaves fall? Do you resist, lamenting their loss, or do you embrace the change, knowing that life is simply making space for something new? The power of detachment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or stop caring about the things you love. It doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. Rather, it's the practice of detaching from the idea that your happiness, identity, or sense of worth is tied to something external. The key is to recognize that nothing in this world, whether a person, a possession, or a belief, can define you completely. Your ultimate purpose is not rooted in anything that is temporary. Your true quest is spiritual growth, wisdom, peace, and unity with the universe, which are timeless and unchanging. When you begin to detach, you free yourself from the fear of loss. You release the need for control and embrace the flow of life. This doesn't mean you stop caring about others or become detached from love, but rather that you love and care without attachment. You enjoy the present moment without clinging to it, knowing that it too will pass. You begin to understand that attachment, while natural, can limit your growth. When you are too focused on what you have or what you want, you miss the opportunities for new experiences that lie just beyond your comfort zone. The universe's role in letting go. The universe has a way of pushing us toward growth by helping us let go of what no longer serves us. This process can be uncomfortable at times. The universe may shake the tree of your life, forcing you to release attachments that you thought you couldn't live without. These moments of loss, whether through the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the shedding of old beliefs, are not punishments but lessons. They are meant to show you that your true strength lies not in what you hold on to, but in your ability to adapt and grow from change. Consider the example of a snake shedding its skin. It is a natural process that allows the snake to grow, becoming more aligned with its true potential. Similarly, when you let go of attachments, you make space for new growth, new experiences, and new ways of thinking. The more you release, the more you create room for the new. The more you trust in the process of letting go, the more you align yourself with your highest purpose. Embracing the freedom of letting go. When you successfully navigate the test of letting go, you discover a sense of freedom and resilience you may have never known before. You realize that you are not defined by your attachments, but by your ability to grow, adapt, and flow with the changes of life. You become more in tune with your higher self, more present in the moment, and more connected to the universe. You understand that each loss is not a failure, but an invitation to evolve. The journey of letting go is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding. By releasing your attachments, you open yourself up to the fullness of life. You become like the tree, steadfast in your core, yet flexible and adaptable to the winds of change. And as you shed old leaves, you make room for new ones to grow, enriching your life in ways you never imagined. In the end, the test of letting go teaches you one of the most profound spiritual lessons. You are not the things you hold on to, but the journey you undertake. Let go, and you will find that you are more resilient, more complete, and more in tune with the vast, ever-changing universe around you. The test of patience. Patience is often regarded as a virtue, yet in the fast-paced world we live in today, it's one of the most challenging spiritual tests we face. We are conditioned to expect instant results, quick fixes, and immediate gratification. From social media updates to online shopping, the world is designed to deliver fast rewards, making the concept of waiting feel outdated and frustrating. But on a deeper level, the test of patience is a fundamental part of the spiritual journey, a challenge that asks us to cultivate calmness, trust, and resilience while waiting for life's unfolding process. The illusion of instant gratification. In modern society, we are taught that time is precious, and anything that takes longer than expected is seen as a waste. We've come to believe that if we don't get what we want right now, something is wrong. Whether it's waiting for a promotion, a relationship to deepen, or a personal goal to be realized, impatience sets in when things don't happen on our timeline. The allure of instant gratification creates a sense of urgency, pushing us to rush through life, ticking off boxes and checking things off our to-do list without taking the time to savor the journey. However, this constant desire for immediate results clouds our understanding of growth. Spiritual growth, like any meaningful development, takes time. Just as an oak tree doesn't grow overnight, neither does wisdom, peace, or personal transformation. The universe doesn't work on our schedule. It has its own timing, which is often slower, more deliberate, and far more enriching than anything we can force. Patience is not just about waiting. At first glance, patience might seem to be about the ability to wait, waiting for the right moment, for answers to appear, or for circumstances to align. But patience, in its truest sense, is much more than the act of waiting. It's about how we behave while we wait. It's about maintaining a sense of calm, trust, and peace, even when the world around us feels rushed and chaotic. True patience is about embracing the process of life and trusting that the universe is unfolding exactly as it should. It's the inner fortitude to stay grounded, centered, and hopeful, even when things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like. Just as an artist must wait for the paint to dry before adding the next layer, or a farmer must wait for the seed to grow into a plant, we too must learn to trust the time it takes for things to unfold. The role of faith in patience. Faith plays a significant role in the test of patience. Without faith, it's easy to become frustrated, anxious, and discouraged when things don't seem to move forward. But patience isn't about passive waiting. It's about active faith. It's the belief that the right thing will happen at the right time, even if you can't see the path clearly right now. When you cultivate patience, you strengthen your faith in the process of life. You trust that delays are not setbacks, but part of the natural order of growth and evolution. For instance, a seed planted in the ground may take time to sprout. You can't rush it by digging it up and checking on it every day. Similarly, life has its own rhythm. By learning to trust in this rhythm, you stop seeing waiting as a void and start viewing it as a time of preparation. In this space, you gather strength, deepen your wisdom, and fortify your resilience. The gift of waiting. We often view waiting as something unpleasant, a time of stagnation or wasted opportunity. However, the spiritual journey teaches us that waiting is not wasted time. It is, in fact, a fertile ground for growth. Every moment of patience is a chance to refine your character, to learn the art of resilience, and to strengthen your inner peace. It's during these moments of waiting that you have the opportunity to deepen your connection to your higher self, to reflect on your goals, and to prepare yourself for the new opportunities that will eventually come. Think of patience as a muscle that needs to be strengthened through practice. Just as physical muscles grow stronger through resistance, your inner strength grows through patience. The more you practice waiting with grace, the more you develop your ability to stay centered in the face of uncertainty and discomfort. Waiting is not a punishment, it's an invitation to cultivate patience, wisdom, and self-discipline. Patience as a path to inner peace. At its core, patience is a form of surrender. It's about letting go of the need to control everything around you. It's the understanding that life will unfold in its own time, and that trying to rush the process will only lead to frustration and burnout. By embracing patience, you allow yourself to be at peace with the present moment, regardless of the external circumstances. This is where true spiritual growth happens. When you learn to be present and peaceful in the waiting periods, you open yourself up to a deeper connection with yourself and the universe. You stop chasing after outcomes and start experiencing life more fully in the here and now. The test of patience asks you to find contentment and peace within, regardless of external circumstances. Patience in action. So, how can you pass the test of patience? It starts by shifting your perspective on waiting. Instead of viewing it as a burden or a delay, see it as a necessary part of the process. Cultivate a mindset that embraces the present moment, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Use these moments to reflect, grow, and prepare for the opportunities that will come. Practice gratitude for the lessons that waiting offers you. Rather than focusing on what isn't happening, focus on the growth that's taking place within you. Each moment of waiting is an opportunity to build resilience, deepen your faith, and align more fully with your higher self. The fruits of patience. The test of patience is one of the most rewarding spiritual challenges. When you can remain calm, centered, and hopeful, even in times of uncertainty, you develop an inner strength that will serve you throughout your life. You come to realize that the waiting periods aren't empty, they are rich with possibilities. Patience teaches you to trust the timing of the universe and helps you cultivate a peace that transcends external circumstances. In the end, patience isn't just about enduring, it's about growing, evolving, and aligning with the natural rhythm of life. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound transformations happen not in the rush to reach the destination, but in the quiet moments of waiting along the way. The test of faith. Life's spiritual journey is not always smooth sailing. While we often experience times of joy, serenity, and success, there are also moments when life feels overwhelming, chaotic, and uncertain. It's during these difficult times that we are called to face one of the most profound spiritual tests, the test of faith. Faith in this context is not simply about religious belief or trust in a higher power, but about the ability to hold on to your values, inner strength, and trust in the universe, even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. The test of faith challenges you to remain grounded and steadfast, even when the storm rages and the road ahead appears unclear. What faith really means. Faith is often misunderstood as blind belief or passive submission. However, true faith is active. It's the trust that life is unfolding as it should, even when you can't see the full picture. It's the conviction that everything you go through is not random or meaningless, but part of a grander plan designed to lead you to growth, wisdom, and enlightenment. Faith is not simply a belief in the outcome, but in the process itself. It is trusting that the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, is working on your behalf, even when the challenges seem insurmountable. It's the understanding that everything you endure is shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for a higher level of understanding and existence. In the midst of trials, faith is the ability to keep moving forward, even when you cannot see how the situation will resolve. It's about trusting that there is a purpose to your suffering, and that there is something bigger at work that you may not understand in the moment. This kind of faith is not about escaping pain or avoiding difficulty, but about embracing the hardship as a vital part of your spiritual evolution. Faith during times of struggle. The test of faith is most evident during times of hardship, when life throws curveballs and everything you once knew to be stable starts to crumble. It's during these moments of crisis that your faith is truly tested. Imagine your life as a ship sailing across a vast, unpredictable ocean. On calm seas, faith may seem like a passive quality, something you lean on only during times of ease. But when a storm hits, when the waves crash and the winds howl, your faith becomes the compass that keeps you on course. It's the inner knowing that, despite the turbulence, you will not only survive, but emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to your higher self. In these turbulent moments, it's easy to lose sight of your faith. It's easy to feel as though the universe has abandoned you, or that you've been forsaken. However, the true test of faith is about holding on to your beliefs, trust, and inner peace, even when everything around you seems uncertain. It's about finding hope in the darkest of hours and knowing that this struggle is an essential part of your soul's growth. Consider the metaphor of a diamond. A diamond begins as a lump of coal, rough, unrefined, and seemingly insignificant. But under intense pressure and heat, this coal transforms into one of the most precious substances on Earth. Similarly, in the heat of life's challenges, when you feel pressed, squeezed, and tested, you are undergoing a transformation. The hardships you face are not punishments. They are the forces that shape you into something more beautiful, more resilient, and more refined than before. Trusting the process. One of the key elements of faith is trust in the process. Life unfolds in its own time, and sometimes it seems as though we are stuck in a period of waiting or struggle. But faith teaches us that there is value in the journey itself, even if we can't see the destination. Trusting the process means surrendering to the flow of life without trying to force or control outcomes. In times of hardship, this trust can feel particularly difficult. We may be tempted to take matters into our own hands or to force a resolution to our problems. However, the test of faith teaches us to resist the urge to control everything, and instead to trust that the universe, or a higher power, has a plan for us that we cannot yet fully comprehend. Faith is about letting go of the need to have all the answers and being open to receiving what life has to offer, even when it's not what we expect. It's important to recognize that faith doesn't mean everything will always go according to plan. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things may get worse before they get better. The test of faith asks you to remain steadfast in your belief that, in the end, everything will work out for your highest good. This doesn't mean you won't experience pain or loss. It means that you trust the greater purpose behind the events unfolding in your life. Faith as a pathway to transformation. The test of faith is ultimately a pathway to transformation. It is through the challenges we face and the faith we maintain through them that we evolve into more enlightened versions of ourselves. Every trial, every obstacle, every storm you face is an opportunity to deepen your faith and grow spiritually. It is through adversity that we often discover the strength and resilience we didn't know we had. Consider the process of metamorphosis. A caterpillar undergoes a profound transformation as it wraps itself in a cocoon. Inside, the caterpillar dissolves into a liquid state, seemingly disintegrating before it emerges as a butterfly. During this time of darkness and discomfort, the caterpillar cannot see its potential for flight. Yet, in the struggle and the uncertainty, it is being prepared for something far greater than it could have imagined. In the same way, your faith is forged in the fire of your struggles, and through these experiences, you become something more powerful, more capable, and more connected to your true self. Embracing the dark times with faith. The most crucial part of the test of faith is learning how to embrace the dark times rather than resisting or fearing them. These are the moments that shape you, mold you, and bring you closer to the essence of who you are. The universe does not send challenges to break you. It sends them to help you realize just how strong, resilient, and capable you truly are. When you face life's storms, remember that you are not alone. Your faith is your anchor, and the wisdom of the universe is always with you, guiding you through the darkest nights. Just as a ship's captain must trust the compass even when the storm clouds obscure the stars, you too must trust your inner compass. You may not always know the way, but if you hold on to your faith, you will eventually find it. Thank you for watching. I hope these spiritual tests, letting go, patience, and faith, resonated with you and provided some valuable insights. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. To go deeper into this journey, consider joining our community or supporting us on Patreon. Peace and blessings to you all. Keep trusting the process and stay connected. See you in the next video.